Hello, everybody. Today we're going to check the answers for the homework that you had to do in your writing book. Professor Colleen gave you homework. They were paragraphs on page 85, 87, I think 89. And we're going to be checking those now, okay? So let me show you the book. Okay, here we go. And there you have it. I can't make this bigger because when I do, then part of the book doesn't show and it doesn't allow me to fix it. But of course, you have your own books to look at. I just wanted to have this book up so I could show you the answers, okay? So the first homework you had to do was page 85, paragraph 2. It says cookies, but not the ones to eat. And in this paragraph, you had to pick out the sentence that does not belong here. We're looking for unity in supporting sentences. So what does that mean? That means that all the sentences in the paragraph have to do with the topic sentence. So when you, and of course you've already read this, you've already done this exercise, so you should have your answer. We're just checking the answers. When you read this, the topic sentence is not the first sentence. Internet cookies are small information files that websites put onto personal computers. This is introducing the topic and telling you what it is, but as you can see, there is no controlling idea. So this is not the topic sentence. However, look at the second one. Online shoppers with worries about cookies should know that the cookies have advantages, both for them and for merchants. This is your topic sentence, and of course your controlling idea is that the cookies have advantages both for them and for merchants. That means the entire paragraph should be about advantages of the cookies and nothing else. So the sentence that does not belong here, sorry, I'm having a little trouble. The sentence that does not belong here that has nothing to do with advantages is, I can't see it now because it's so small. Right here, it's this one. Some people believe that cookies will damage their computers, but this is not true. This sentence has nothing to do with advantages for either the merchants or for the shoppers. So that is the sentence that you should have chosen as being the one that does not belong there. Okay, that was your first homework. You also had homework here on page 87. Okay, let's turn to 87. Okay. And the homework on page 87 was kinds of salespeople. This is having the sentences in correct order. So I know that you did a short history of smartphones with Professor Colleen. This was your homework, and here you were supposed to pick out the sentence that is in the wrong order and put it where it belongs. So again, you were supposed to have read this, and you were supposed to pick out the sentence. So just to show you the answer, the sentence that is in the wrong order here is this one. Like a friend, he asks how you are and listens attentively as you tell him about your life. This sentence has to do with the kind of salesperson that pretends to be your friend, like a friend. So where do we talk about the salesperson that pretends to be your friend? And that is up here. It is the first type. The first type of salesperson is the one who pretends to be your best friend. And that sentence that we pointed out before, which is down here, like a friend, should go right after the words best friend. Okay? So that's where you should put it. And last, you had homework. Sorry. Last you had homework on page 89. That's over here. Editing a paragraph for consistency. This is when Professor Colleen was talking to you about using nouns and pronouns consistently. So that means if you start with he, you always have to put he. If you start with he, she, you always have to put he, she, he or she. And doing the he or she thing is just not a good idea. So the best thing to use in that case instead of he or she would be they. So once you start with they, oh my gosh, I'm having problems with this. Once you, sorry, wait a minute, let me see. There you go. Once you start with they, you have to stay with they. You don't put he, you don't put she, you don't put he. Not if you're talking about that same subject. It would be they, okay? So in this particular paragraph, you were supposed to find 7 more mistakes in consistency. The first one is done for you. Young people who are interested in fashion may want to consider working as buyers. They took out a buyer and they put in buyers, because when you put in a plural subject like this, you can use they for the pronoun and you don't have to decide if it's he or she. Okay, let's find the other mistakes. Retail buyers work for department stores and large chain stores. That's fine. They, correct. They look for and choose the merchandise to sell in the store. Well, this is the first mistake. In the store. But if you notice, the sentence before that is talking about large chain stores, more than one, so this should also be plural, okay? This should be stores with an S. That's the first of the 7 mistakes. Retail buyers often specialize in one type of merchandise, such as men's casual clothing or women's shoes. That's fine. You choose the merchandise that you think will sell well in your stores and appeal to your customers. This is where we have a lot of the mistakes. You notice that they went from the buyers, which would be they have they over here, see, to you. Okay, so we can't do that. This you should be they. This you should be they. This your should be there, and this your should be there. So this should say they choose the merchandise that they think will sell well in their stores and appeal to their customers. Okay, so there are 4 mistakes right there. Buyers also travel to trade shows and fashion shows to look at merchandise. He or she will purchase products about 6 months before the merchandise appears in the stores. The mistake is here. He or she should be they. They will purchase. And then in this last sentence, you see it begins with you. You need to be able, again, take the you out. What are we going to put there? Hopefully you put they. They need to be able to practice fashion trends, understand retail sales, and work cooperatively with managers in sales, advertising, and marketing. Okay, so those are the answers to your homework that you were given. I'm going to be making another video, and that video is going to start with page 89, okay? And it's going to be for Monday, your Monday class, so make sure that you look at this. We're going to continue probably until, sorry about that, guys. Okay, I'll be giving you homework too. Okay, make sure you watch the next video. Okay, thank you. I'll see you soon.